You know this recent buzz going on with my Instagram post? I want to explain this. What I said, I said. I stand with my word. Atheists provide nothing to this world in terms of humanity. All they do is eliminate the idea of God. All they do is eliminate the idea of hope. When you try to eliminate hope, the very definition of hope to a child, you are simply an ally to evil. Why would someone try to break the definition of God to a child? Why would someone try to break the definition of hope to a person who is at his lowest at this point? Why? Why would you do that? Let me give you an example. Consider a mother who taught his child to pray to God. The child obeys and prays to God every single day. Now, let's say after 10 to 15 years, after 15 years, the child becomes born. Unfortunately, life is unfair. Life is ups and downs. That boy is at his lowest at his point. He is depressed. He does not know what he is doing with his life. There is no guidance. There is no mother. There is nothing he could seek for help. There is no one to help him. What does he do? He prays to God. Praying to God gives him hope. Hope gives him comfort. Comfort gives him to live a life with a sense of heart. That makes him to move forward with a positive attitude. That's beautiful, right? That's beautiful and powerful. When someone can give hope, why would you break that? Why would you break that? Because praying to God gives hope, and thus there is God. Now, that applies to any human who is suffering, who is at his depressed, who is at his lowest at this point. If he prays to God, he genuinely believes and prays to God, that will make him to lead his life with a positive attitude. Now, let's say an atheist try to help a depressed person. Can you be reasonable with a depressed person and say there is no God, and you try to make him comfort? It will be very difficult to do that. Now, I want to tell you this, I am nothing against the person who does not believe in God. I can have conversation with anyone. We can disagree, but still, I will respect you. That's who I am. That's the kind of person I am. But when a person who does not believe in God try to propagate that idea to a different person, that is where the conversation comes into place. Because why would someone wants to break the idea of hope, right? I understand you want proof of existence, right? You want proof, the existence of God. Where's the proof? That's what they ask. That's what you ask, the atheist ask, right? In this universe, certain things does not need to have an answer, does not need to be reasonable. How do you explain miracles? All the scientists in the world who are arrogantly believe that there is no existence of God, I am the master of my destination. How do you explain miracle? This very world is built by unreasonable men. A men who are unreasonable, a men who is delusional enough but are resilient enough to perform, to execute his action. What do I mean by that? A man who is unreasonable, who is resilient, but he is very, very perseverance in making his delusion into reality, his dreams into reality. You take any art, any scientific invention, any craft, anything in this world is built by unreasonable men. At the beginning, they have this idea, and all those people will point out to this formula. This formula states your idea is impossible, so it is impossible. But that person is resilient enough to make his dream into reality, and at some point, that delusion is transformed into reality. How do you explain that miracle? When you apply that miracle into that formula, that is possible. That impossible is possible. That goes to God also. You don't need to have answers for everything. God is there. You just know. Some people, they just know there's God, and you believe in God. There's nothing against it. That is one thing you point out, right? And second, you want to know religion is used as a political tool. Religion, in the name of religion, humans did terrible crimes. In the name of religion, humans waged war against each other. Humans killed each other in the name of God. I understand. It is not just because of religion, it is not just because of God humans went to war. You have to understand in a broader scale. In the name of woman, in the name of love, humans went to war. In the name of land, in the name of water, in the name of food, humans went to war against each other. They killed each other. In the name of status, in the name of power, men went to war with each other. It's not just a religion, it's just not the God. This God, the religion, is just a tool being used by a political motive to wage war against one another. It is never the religion. Religion is just a tool. If you even consider this country that does not have any religion, does not have any God, still that country will go to war with another nation with the name of something. They will fight for something, right? That same applies to religion also. It's not so. Those who blame God is bad because in this world bad things are happening, evil things are happening. I understand. I'm a realist. I am a realist. Unfortunately, to appreciate happiness, you need to understand the suffering. The world is a balance. It's good and bad. That's all I would say. That's the best definition I could give it to you. The innocent people who die, what's the answer for it? They did not do nothing. I understand, but that's the world you live in. It's a good and bad. It needs to be there. You appreciate happiness, you need to be suffering. You cannot be happy forever in your life and be happy. That's not happy at all. So that's what I'm saying. A nation with no God, a nation with no religion is no nation at all. Step aside your high level intellectual thinking. Step aside that. Be a man of God. The main purpose of religion is to spread humanity, is to help each other, to love each other, to respect each other. A nation with no God will lack humanity.